Hi everyone, next to my Mercury Grand Marquis I also have a Chrysler LeBaron, and I thought of the fact that I haven't done an extensive walk around of that car. Now this is kind of an exception for the cars that I've had, because it's not in a really clean or nice shape. It's been sitting in a garage for the winter. It's pretty dusty. Well, you probably cannot see it that well on video. And it has had an accident. I was hit by a semi-truck in the summer of 2008 already, and the car has never been repainted since. But still, it might be interesting to do a little walk around about this car as well. Basically, it has been in technical repairs, or sort of more of a technical restoration for the last 2 years. In August last year, it was finally drivable. Still, the blow-off valve of the turbo isn't functioning because it's rusted, but that will be taken care of this May, so that will soon be okay. As you can see, it has a gray HUD and a red S, and this is where the truck hit the car. And as for the hood, the paint on the hood was very good, but the hood was full of little dents and stuff like that, so someone thought it might be easier to put on a new hood. Actually, afterwards I don't think it was a real good idea, because repainting the hood will cost me a lot of money, but anyway, that's the way it is like now. I don't know about the trim of this car. I don't know what version it was. It's not a GDC, although it has these rims. I think these came originally with this particular car. I'm not sure about that. These are GDC rims, and it has GDC decals, but not the GDC text itself. So I'm not sure about this. It does have the, as you can see, the trunk rack as well. But it is not a GDC. It was originally sold with a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine, and now it has a 2.2 turbo engine. And moreover, it doesn't have the GDC grille. See, this is the original grille. The interior is very nice, although the leather here is, well, it's a bit worn off because of the stepping into and out of the car. It has all the extra wood trim on the door panels and on the mid console. It does have the original dashboard, the analog dashboard, sorry. Kilometers per hour, and the Euro steering wheel. It doesn't have any air conditioning at all. You don't really need that in a convertible anyway. I found an original Infinity sound system, which is really nice. It's a bit disaligned because I still have to secure it into the dashboard. I still want to make an auxiliary cable for connecting my MP3 player. Now, as you can see, this car still has its original boot cover. Here's a small bird dropping. These cars are notorious for their quarter panel windows. This one is malfunctioning. This one is still functioning. I've repaired that one, but it broke down after 2 weeks, so I gave up. An extensive look around for the interior. This is genuine leather. I know these cars also came with vinyl. This is actually leather. I believe this in the door panels, this material is vinyl. I'm not sure about that, but it doesn't look like genuine leather. Still really nice finish though. The bottom of the doors is carpeted. It has extra carpet floor mats on the floors, even in the back. This is the old style dash. Chrysler later restyled the dashboard. This is really still really edgy. I like this dashboard more because I think it's more classy with the boot accents and stuff like that. 3-speed automatic. The V6 equipped cars, the cars equipped with the V6 engine, they got a 4-speed automatic with overdrive. This is a 3-speed automatic transmission. Here's the cup holders. There was a very rare option for a CD player which came in place of the cup holders. This is, well, obviously the glove box. For what I can say about the interior, it's not as rigid as the interior of the Mercury Grand Marquis, but it's still nice, very well done. The dashboard is made of soft materials. This is a padded inlay. The carpet all around. This is actually metal. The wood print is printed on a metal panel. Chrome door handles. I really like these emblems as well, by the way. It's really classy. Now this, contrary to the Mercury, these the handles inside the interior are made of plastic, which feels a bit cheaper than the Mercury does, but still, it's a pretty solid interior. Let's take a look at the passenger side. My version has chrome door handles, which I like a lot more than the black handles. As you can see, this is a great drive for the summer. It has sun visors with lighting. All the window controls are in the center here. There are no window controls on the doors. There's also the button for the electric top. Rear window defroster. This convertible actually features a glass rear window. These are the buttons for the back windows, of which only one works. This car features a driver's side power seat. Goes like 8-way, or yeah, I think it's 8-way seat. Manual recline. When I bought it, this car came without a radio. I put in a standard radio from Pioneer. But later on, I wanted to sort of originalize the car, so I bought an original Infinity radio. It was quite some work to get everything working. Change the speakers to Infinity speakers, and they actually need an extra 12 volts line going to them and an extra grounding. So it took some work to get that working, but it's working great now. It's got tweeters in the dash. The non-Infinity radios didn't feature tweeters. We'll turn on the radio so you get a sort of idea about how it sounds. There you go, playing from cassette. Another cool feature is that this cassette deck can actually search between songs. I want to play the next song. Hold it for 1 second, and there you go. A pretty neat system. Anyway, it features a board computer, including a trip computer. This computer, as you can read, it says 24 miles per gallon. I've been driving a lot on inner roads and did a lot of city trips, so this is an excellent score, I think, especially if you consider it's running rich because of the non-working turbo blow-off valve. This is a good score for a 1989 car. Under the hood, the car now features a 2.2 liter Chrysler turbo engine, 4-cylinder engine. The engine and the car are both built in 1989, and this car was originally shipped with a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated Chrysler engine. This is a Turbo 2 engine, but I decided not to add the intercooler, so it doesn't have an intercooler, and it runs on a Turbo 1 computer. So it doesn't have all the power that a Turbo 2.2 and Turbo 2 version would have. No air conditioning here. Trunk space is of course pretty limited because of the convertible top. As far as you can see, I have a lot of stuff in it, which is also not really common. It has some room underneath here. It goes down pretty deep, but of course the amount of space is really limited because the convertible top gets down behind this. I just love these taillights. I think they're really looking really cool. Some extra details. The lace wheels. I know I've been too lazy lately to clean them. They're really nice wheels. One of the features this car doesn't have all around is rust. This car is totally rust-free, very solid car. It's very unfortunate the semi drove into it. Otherwise it would have been a beautiful car, at least on the outside. So let's take a seat in the back. It even features ashtrays here, for what it's worth. Now a bit about the history of this car. I'm a big fan of Chrysler products, and this is a very nice one of them. I love the looks of this car and the way it drives, it handles. Very good cars actually. But this particular example was very neglected. When I bought it, the body was in very good shape, but technically it didn't have any maintenance at all. The carburetor plug, the oil pan plug was welded, so the oil you couldn't do any oil change at all. So because the engine was in such a bad shape with such a lack of maintenance, I decided to have a turbo built-in. And it was a revised turbo engine, and it failed after 2 trips because they did something wrong with the revision. So this is its 3rd engine actually, but you cannot really count that on Chryslers. The first engine, 2.5 liter naturally aspirated, it ran with, I don't know, years old oil, without cooling water or whatever, and it still ran. So that's pretty good. Most of the gadget work. Actually, the convertible top motor it gave up twice. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with something else that because I replaced it and the top is stuck again. For the rest, actually everything's working. The car is standing on its original shocks, 22 years old shocks. The headlight doors still work. If someone does a revision and does it wrong, you cannot really account Chrysler for that. So now you know what my summer driver is about. It's seriously, it's an awesome car, and for everyone who hasn't ever had a convertible, certainly buy one because it's great with this kind of weather. Put these windows down. When it gets too cold, I put them up for a little less wind turbulence. You can actually also turn these small windows up and down if they're not broken. And yes, I prefer automatic transmission, so okay, so that was it for now. Have a good day. Prefer to have it that good as my day. And I'm going to have a lot of cruising fun. Bye bye.